Hello, it is me, the JFT Network, coming back with another show today. Ready to start here. A couple of topics. Three topics today: 7:30 through 8 o'clock. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm talking football. Tuesday morning football show on JFT Network YouTube channel. This is our second ever Jets football show. So let's get into it. The week that was, we talked predictions, got a 45 view record there, great stuff on it. We talk about it in that opinion. But in the Jets world, there's been three things that really popped out over the last week or so. A little bit later stuff, but stuff I didn't really get to in the last couple of weeks. That since I've just been busy doing life. The last week I talked about Jets quarterback problem. I here again talk about a little bit of the quarterback problem. Not really a quarterback problem because, of course, I mean it is a problem, but this is sort of not what we're going to talk about. But this is what we are going to talk about. Joe Namath's prediction. If you didn't know Joe Namath, he is the only quarterback in Jets history to win the Super Bowl with the Jets. He played in the year in Super Bowl 3-1. He's most known for predicting when he was drunk that the Jets. He guaranteed a Jet victory. Here's some more guarantees. He said, or not prediction. He wants Christian Hackenberg as the Jets starting quarterback. Whenever I think about this, I think, wow, supportive. Good job. This is good. But then it sort of goes down in the reign of Joe Namath life that is I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna say whatever I want, whether it be right or wrong. When he said that last season, for instance, he said that he didn't like Petty. He thought Petty was terrible. And, come on, be positive with the Jets. You played for him once, but now you're a fan of him, to be honest. You might be the trademark of this league, or the New York Jets, but don't say stuff like the Jets are this and the Jets are this bad and they just suck. You're the greatest quarterback that ever was. You wore a Jets uniform. Why would you go around and flip a gate and just talk about how Joe Schmo is just this guy and he doesn't know what he's doing? Anyway, that's my opening statement. Another thing that happened this week, or last couple of weeks, was that wide receiver Robbie Anderson was arrested. This is the second arrest happened by a Jet player in a Jet uniform this season. To be honest, I don't know why everyone thinks they just need to go out and be snow idiots all day long and jump around and get in cops' faces when you're playing football. The way the story goes is that he went down to the heavy music awards, what is it called? Running Loud or something. He said that he got in a fight with a cop who was quote unquote what do you call it? Quote unquote a bad cop. My thoughts on good cop, bad cop, just because we're got to talk about this quick. Is that he's in a uniform, and I trust the United States government to produce a quarter to produce a what do you call it? Produce good policemen on a 99.9% basis. But anyway, the charges were dropped, thankfully. So I don't believe commissioner will do anything about it or will act or suspend him. There's talk about him being dropped. I obviously don't like that. And there's talk about him. They should just release him in drops and like I don't know why you would go around and drop someone because you got in a fight. That like if he's the future, if he's good and he's young, like the Jets won. Who cares if he's bad? Like as long as he isn't killing himself or something stupid in a Jets uniform, whatever. Anyway, so that is my thoughts on the Robbie Anderson situation. And there's other talk about earlier this week there was prediction by Muhammad Wilkerson that or Wilkerson, whatever his first name is, I believe it's Muhammad, but was that he Jets would win 6 games. Realistically, it is what it is. The Jets should win 6-7 games this season, but why would you go out and say 3 months before the season that the Jets are just gonna win 6 games? And yeah, of course that's his opinion on it. I respect his opinion, but honestly, I don't know why I did that. Other news. Let's just, because we have time, let's talk about why the Jets are not going to fail. Because Drake, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Drake, amazing, and I respect it 110% because I respect people. But what makes you think the Jets? I mean, you said they're the suckiest team in the league. Argument seen, but give me some facts. I'm gonna tell you some facts why the Jets aren't. First of all, because they have competition. Competition is something I've been talking about a lot. It's what I like. And this fall, whenever I play football, I'm gonna have to be in a competition for the running back position. That is my favorite position. But that's not important. Good coaching is the other reason why the Jets are not going to suck. And that may explain you something that people that weren't in the conversation in the Jets in the video of post-draft record prediction video. If you what do you call it? If anyone else wants to what do you call it? Predict as well what the record's going to be at the end of the season. Post it in the comment section below. What's your prediction on every single game? Go through the list, and enjoy yourself doing it. Put crazy things in if you want. We'll just be down to earth and say that the Jets are going to lose all their games because they're the worst team in the league. But anyway, this is a fair argument. I will be making a video about having a thank you video for at my year anniversary. January the 7th is my year anniversary. So I'd like for you to join that. And join in the comment section that your picks on season as thus far. But other than that, 10 minutes into this video, more topics. Well, we've talked about the hacking bug thing. I'd like to put out my opinion on this because I've both my quarterback problems videos have on Jets Football Show episode 1 and Jets quarterback problem video with when I'm wearing this shirt just like this one I'm wearing right now. That video I never really threw out who I wanted to start, so I'm gonna do that right now. Who I think will be the best guy for the New York Jets come day 1 in this draft is, day 1 in this draft. Sorry, who I think will be the starting quarterback opening week via the Bills. Who I think they're gonna go with a not risky move and put in McAllen. Once they start losing, unless McAllen pulls off a what do you call it? Ryan Fitzpatrick kind of year, and we're back to Ryan Fitzpatrick and Petty once he instant under Ryan, a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's just good for 1 year and then plays another year and then sucks. Unless that happens, I believe Hackenberg will start in week 2 and above, leading us to 8 victories. 8 victories and 7 losses. Let's start McAllen week 1. The Jets will go 8-8. If not, the Jets might go 9-7. We'll see. Of course, there's not much pressure on the New York Jets, other than arguably pressure on Bulls. But if he has a bad record this year, the Jets will fire him. I don't believe that'll happen, but if it does, I don't know. Anyway, there's not much pressure, as I was saying. So if the Jets play any good football all year long, they might get a primetime game next year. They have no Sunday night primetime games because, like I said, they're expected to lose every single game. So that the NFL doesn't want to show primetime games of terrible teams like the New York Jets. Okay. I have another topic. Devin Smith, wide receiver out of Ohio State University, one of the most overrated Ohio State, and one of the most overrated colleges in the world for sports, but was drafted by the Jets 2 years ago, I believe. The first year of maybe the first year. 2016 draft? 2016 draft, the Jets selected him as second round, I believe. Never started last year due to whatever reason. The year after that, or this year, I think he tore his ACL. He tore his ACL 1 month ago, is to be out for the season. And at first, say, release him. Release him. Release him. Don't care if you're good. You can't stay healthy. And if you've not even gotten on the NFL field, other than maybe a couple pointless games, preseason games. I don't know what we're keeping him for. Like, unless he's Antonio Brown, there's no reason to keeping him another year. I want him to play. Of course, he won't because he's injury prone. But I want him to play. I say release him. So, another thing I decided we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a overtime, and we're gonna do a pre-season record prediction. Talk a little about the preseason and some more stuff, and talk about some of them rookies we've got. And wait a second, let me pull up the preseason picture, preseason schedule. Jets preseason schedule. I don't think what we're gonna do with the preseason at the quarterback position is something I've thought about a lot. I believe they're leading towards Hackenberg. See what he can do in 4 games of the preseason. We already know what we already sort of know what Petty can do. We already know out of an 18 and 48 record, 44 record, whatever. We know that he's not going to put us in the playoffs unless he can throw the ball like pro for the first time in his career. Don't get me wrong. Meaning Josh McCown was one of the best backups in the NFL history. He'll be there and it'll put you a good chance to win every week. So we have the 4 games of the NFL preseason for the New York Jets, 2 at home, 2 away. And the first week is a sort of easy game, arguably, versus the Titans. They're probably not going to try, so that's going to give us a good chance. My opinion, my thoughts are that the Jets are going to try to win every single preseason game, play it like the Super Bowl every game. Will they do that? Probably not. I think the Jets, honestly, have a chance to win all 4 preseason games. Them being the Titans week 1, the Lions week 2, the Giants week 3, and the Eagles week 4. Those are the 4 preseason games. I think we can ride through them all. But guess what? Now that I think about it, the Jets play the Giants across the city and so at Meadowlands, or at home, I guess. At Giants, we play in the same stadium, but the Jets are gonna play. Guess who? The Jets are gonna have to play Geno Smith. Think about it, because Geno Smith was signed by the Giants. When was that? Free agency, I guess. But they're not going to start Eli Manning unless they're going to fight for whatever, just waste their players' energy. But they're going to have to play Geno Smith. So we would see a Petty Geno Smith preseason game, or a Hackenberg Geno Smith, because they both on the same sidelines last year. It'd be interesting. Will that happen? Probably. Or they'll play Josh McCown in that game. But that is on August 26th, that might be the best game in the preseason because, heck, that is the best game in the preseason. It is at 7 o'clock, August 27th, 7 o'clock at night. Yes, so I'm excited for this. The Jets are going to play the Eagles. The Jets are going to play the Giants in the third game of the preseason, so it's going to be interesting. That game is going to be maybe the best game of the preseason, maybe the best game of the season. Jets might have a chance to win. So that's the show. We're not going to get half an hour and have not enough to prep. Sorry about that. But as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and tuning in for more next week at Tuesday, 7 in the morning. Wake up next week. Watch me live. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.